Hello, this is Lisa Rusczyk.
And Donna Murphy.
And the manager is here, but she's suddenly, there's your tail. And this is the podcast.
There is a tail.
Psychic. There is a tail. We're getting tail. So listeners and watchers, today is episode 3 of season 11, and we're introducing season 11 for episode 3.
Yes, we are.
This is
and
season
thereby,
11.
And thereby hangs a tail.
And it's a one tail, but we have 4 cats, so that's 2 11 tails. 4 ones. 4 tails is angel number 1111.
Yeah.
So listeners and watchers, for this podcast, we just thought we'd teach you about the master numbers and numerology, basically, and where the numerology comes from. I did some research with good old Xander, my AI. And first of all, I want to talk about just today. Today is July 31st. I did that again. Today is July 31st, 2026. And I asked my AI to do the numerology for the day, and he did. And I was like, well, what about July? And he said, well, if you put the July into the date, if you put the month in the date and the year and the day and the month, year, day, month, and the actual name of the month in there with the letters calculated in the Pythagorean type of numerology, you will get the universal day number. And today is a 21-3 if you add everything up with the letters. I can't do the letters in my head,
No, I need a chart for the letters because I get mixed up about what's what.
I have to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the whole alphabet just to get the Y. I can't remember 25 letters. And
anyway. When you look at it, what I've always seen is a grid.
Yes.
So it's not 1 through 26.
Oh, in the Python, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I can't count that. If I were to do it, I have to go through the whole alphabet for every single
before you can get where you need to go. Yeah.
I know my LMNOP, but I don't know. So today's 21-3. So it's 2 and 1 together. Is like 2 people get together to create one podcast episode to inspire you to know about the master numbers and our season 11. It's happening now.
And we have 3 participants actually in the podcast because of course
she's the manager. 3. Yeah.
The manager is here.
Just so she's not giving us face
yet.
She's all about the tail today. She likes this podcast episode, I think.
Yes, she does.
Oh, Mama's talking to me. She's talking to me. So listeners, if you're not watching, the cat is being very cute. Yes. Tomiko, our manager, the cat. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of numerology from what I learned. Pythagoras actually did not invent numerology, of course. He just invented, I didn't know this, but I knew he didn't invent numerology, but I didn't know why they used that name, Pythagorean numerology, because that's the type I learned. And I think there are different types, but Pythagoras was known to put numbers to meanings. And to give like the resonance and sounds to numbers and stuff like that. And then he was the one who says like life is numbers or something like that. Basically life is all numbers. So that's what he taught everybody. Life is math. And later on in the 1900s, the 20th century, they started making what we know of as Pythagorean numerology, which has you take dates and names and assign meaning to the numbers in those. So that's when that happened, the spiritualist movement in the 1900s, late 1800s. And I had pulled up some names of some authors and stuff, but there were like a couple authors who were attributed to putting down the master number meanings, but nobody really knows where they came from. They just kind of evolved into collective knowledge without anyone really being known for making them called the master numbers. I thought that was interesting.
Also, Pythagoras is probably better known, or at least better known to mathematicians, as the person for whom the Pythagorean theorem was named.
Yes.
So that's the rule for right angles. But I mean, that's not nearly as well. It's certainly fascinating, and it's a basis for, I guess, geometry, or one of the bases for geometry. But it doesn't have the same cachet, I guess, as numerology does.
Pythagoras theorem. Pythagorean theorem.
So you might be able, right. So you might, but it is I mean, it's very useful. It's
It
just,
is,
this is
yes.
useful in a much different way.
This is useful if you want to make numbers have meaning, which he did,
Yeah.
And so this is what
Yes.
people did with, that's why they think they used his name, because he wanted numbers to have meaning. And he did
Yeah.
he said that that was a fact. Numbers had
Yeah.
meaning. So I think that's
Yeah.
interesting. Your life is numbers, is that means, life,
Mhm.
numbers are the meaning of life. So somehow he said that for some reason. So the master numbers as we know them, I'm not going to go over 33 because we can't math any birthdays over that. They go 44 and 55, and you can in other numerology systems is what
Mhm.
I read. But
Mhm.
basically the ones we work with are 11, 22, and 33, right? That's what you know.
Yes.
And I'm an 11-2 life path. So that was calculated as 29. Yeah, my birthday adds up to 29 and then 11
Mhm.
and then 2.
Mhm.
And what I like, that used to be called the master teacher number in my head, but now I call it the master dreamer number because I've heard it referenced as that. And that makes more
Yeah.
sense to me because they had 11 and 33 as the master teacher number. And that just didn't make sense. Why would they both?
Yeah. Why would it be both? Right.
So the master dreamer makes more sense for 11 because the number 22 is the master builder and then 33 would be the master teacher. So you
Teacher.
got the
Yeah.
dreamer, the builder builds the
The
dream,
builder, and
and
then,
then
yeah.
what they said is the teacher then spreads the word of what they built.
Right. Shares that knowledge.
Gives it
Yeah.
back to the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaches it. So so 29, I'm just going to give you a little breakdown. Like there's only two kinds. Well, there's 11. I guess if your birthday adds up to 11, I don't know. I guess it
Mhm.
can. Or you can be a 29 too, or I don't think it can add up to, I don't know. And then you can be a 38 11. So I think
Mhm.
those are the only two types of 11s, 54, 6. I don't think, no, I think it just goes, the birthdays only add up to those two, 11 twos.
Mhm.
And so I've noticed like the 2911, that's what I am. I think it's like you learn more through relationships and messing up and endings and making mistakes, and you dream your way out of them and out of your problems. That's how you get out of
Mhm.
your problems with the 11 too. You learn, you make it up with your imagination, which fits me because I always use my imagination. It's like my favorite thing about myself. And to use it, doing it, using my imagination,
Mhm.
not just sitting there with it going, I'm not doing anything. That's not fun. But if I use my imagination, which I try to do all the time, it's like a better life. It really is for me.
Mhm.
And then like the 3811s, the 3 and the 8 are more about inspiration and leadership. So they have to do they're usually performance artists or something along those lines. And 3811 will have to first inspire themselves to lead, and then they have to lead other people through inspiration. So
Mhm.
that's kind of how they have their dreams. They have to dream up something creative with the 3. Could be a business, and then they lead with it. So then you have our 22s, so 22-4. So what they say in numerology is if you can't live up to the 11 vibration or the 22 vibration, you can lean on the number below that it reduces down to in
Mhm.
numerology. So by that I mean 1 + 1 = 2. So I could lean on my 2, which is more about relationships and companionship and,
Mhm.
and cooperation and duality and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
if you have a 22-4, 22 is the master builder, right? Master builder. So they put the plans into action. And I didn't look up any variations of things that could build up the 22. I just didn't. I was really just curious about the 11. And
Mhm.
so 22, I mean, every 22 I've ever met, they're into magic. They're into the esoteric. Every 22-4 I have met. And they're interesting. They have like a power struggle in life that I've noticed. I've been doing numerology maybe I would say about 11 years now, 10
Mhm.
years or something, maybe a little shorter. And that's what I've noticed with the 22s is they have like an issue with personal power and power over other people. What do they do with this power? They don't know what to do with it all the time.
Mhm.
Um, I think maybe they have to build within themselves that leadership in themselves at the end, lead themselves before they can really lead other people with their inspiration.
Mhm.
It's hard when you have that power struggle, I think, because the 4 is about service. So they can lean on their 4 if they don't want to
Mhm.
read at 22 because you're vibrating at 22. And I don't know what that feels like because I'm an 11 too.
And my birthday is not a master number,
What
so,
is
and
your
neither is
birthday?
my name.
I mean, your
My bir-
number. I don't remember your life path.
I'm a 10-1. I'm a magician wheel.
Okay. No, wheel magician.
or a wheel magician.
So I just got my iPhone, listeners and watchers, and I am going to talk about a few numbers in Donna's chart because she does have master numbers. Her life path is 1, so that's pretty hard. I think that's intense, right?
Yeah, once and anything that I've ever done, see, because the name I was born with is not the name I have now.
Yeah.
So I've tried everything. I've even tried my now name. I've put my middle
Oh, it's your
initial.
birthday. It's your birthday that
Yeah.
calculates
But
the
the
date.
birthday, yeah, okay, and that of course I can't change. So
You
yeah,
can't. Well, you can.
well, but even though I've used my name too, and that's also a 1. So it's kind of inescapable. I mean, it's just that's it. It's what I signed.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
clearly what I signed up for.
You signed up
Because here
to
we
do
are.
1, and 1 is all about with numerology, the self, and putting yourself out there. And she has challenges from age, I think it was age 28 on or something, of the 1 for all your life. You have that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But she has the master number in her life cycle. You're in it right now, Donna. Let's see when
Mm-hmm.
it started in 2010 of the master builder number 22.
Mm-hmm.
So she is, and I also have, let me pull my little thingy up because I have to see what time it started. I also have master number 22 in my life cycles, and I think it starts this year. Let me see, Lisa Elaine.
And just so you know, both your boys are now in the background of the video, and they're grooming each other quite prettily.
It starts. I
Yeah,
covered them
there
up.
we
I
go.
shouldn't cover them
Yeah,
up, but it starts
yeah,
this year coming up, Donna.
yeah,
I'm catching up to
yeah.
you. So we're going to build something probably.
Yes, we are.
We are. Don't you think so, listeners? Doesn't that
Yeah,
make
I
sense? We'll
do actually.
see. We'll see
Yeah.
what we build. It's a master build.
Yes.
We're building something masterful. And and she also has an 11. Let me see, where was the 11? Let me pull that back up. You have an 11 in your name, and it's called inner self. It's called that in different things in different programs or applications and stuff. And the inner self is the impression she makes on other people. Oh, I pulled up me. Didn't pull you up. She has an 11 there, and what it says for that is that people see her as an 11. So it says they see you as shrewd, able to inspire, a person with brilliant insight. You dress original, artistic, and bright. You have expressed individuality. You do. Taste of life, innovation, creativity. In addition, you have a special aura of attraction. I told you had an aura of attraction. This says it. I said it. It's true.
It's true. It must be true.
It's true. Your feelings are strong. You are able to create a reality. You are able to see and not miss the details. Your intuition is so strong that it is almost equal to clairvoyance. I think it is equal to clairvoyance.
I think it might be clairvoyance.
It might be clairvoyance.
Although I hear more than I see.
You know, if you go through this, it talks about clairaudience.
Yeah.
You might have that in the square. Okay, and then it says, with this number, you can be painfully dependent on your marriage partner. You may feel stressed, depressed, or inflated. So they save the worst for last on that one. So your partner,
Yeah, always. Well, yeah, it's like,
it's like your
way.
energy. Then you might have the tendency to pick partners who suck your energy dry. I don't think you do anymore, though. I don't think you do.
Well, not anymore. Yeah.
Not anymore. We have to learn these lessons, guys. I think
Yes, we do.
that's what we're here for. And then we have 33. So master number 33. Everyone I know who has had that number has had a really freaking hard life and very difficult lives, usually from childhood. A lot of narcissists they have to deal with, or bad luck, or a lot of the harder, deeper, messier, nastier things in life people have to deal with. They 33s do. And the challenge for the 33, 6 is the number of love. So if you reduce 33, 3 plus 3 is 6, listeners and watchers. So that would be the number of love and duty. So you're kind of screwed with the 33. You got to learn. You got to learn these hard lessons to really find love for yourself and love in the world, and then you give it all back to the world. Love. That's what 33 is about, teaching everybody how to love themselves, really, ultimately, or whatever it is you're here to teach. But at the root of it, it's to love yourself. That's what the master teacher is here to teach people. A master builder is here to build for service reasons, to service humanity. And the master dreamer number is here to bring people together with their dreams. 1 and 1 and 2. That's kind of how I see them. So what about you, Donna? You got any reflections on the numbers?
Just that I really do think that, there is something to numerology because of the different vibrations. Numbers actually are real. They're not just a construct that's convenient, that we have for convenience.
Yeah.
Because obviously being human, and quantifying is part of, being human.
Yes.
But it isn't just so that we could count bales of hay or, baskets of grain or whatever, in human development. And it's interesting because studying tarot and then studying the tree of life, right, which the tarot is based on, as far as the Kabbalistic tree of life. Also in Hebrew traditions, letters are numbers. Numbers are letters. Numbers are actually words.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And they're concepts, right?
Yeah.
So they're
concepts
Alice.
anyway. Yeah. But I never thought.
But you have Alice. So you have. But they're actually attributed to things. Okay.
Oh.
So you have.
Okay.
So you have you have a number. A number is a thing. It's got like a name. It's got a. Right.
Okay.
Like Aleph is an ox. Okay, that's like the first, that's the number 1.
I did get it right, wasn't it?
And then you have,
I was thinking that.
Some are animals.
Yeah.
Beth, right? The second letter in the Hebrew alphabet is Beth. Beth is a home, house.
Okay.
So they're concepts, they're words, and they are words that are a thing,
objects,
like a physical
in life.
thing. Okay. Objects in life. Yeah.
We're living things.
That's really pretty. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's fascinating.
So it all does, again, the idea that numbers and our reality, our material reality, which is our spiritual reality, because, as above, so below, all are all intertwined. And there's an understanding of that happens, I think, on a really primal level.
Yeah.
That I think makes it, again, is it a way to make sense of the world? Sure. I mean, that's what humans do.
We do.
We try to make sense of the world. That's how we're wired.
We are.
But that's the tie-in there between letters and numbers and words and concepts that still tie back to a numerical or a numerological reality makes for some really interesting deep dives down the rabbit hole.
It does. And I like the idea that numbers have a vibration, as resonance, a resonant vibration. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
That 2 vibrates at a certain frequencies or something. 2 frequencies together, it's like a harmony. And then 3 would be, 3 harmonies, or a melody and 2 harmonies, something like that. Or they could be dissonant, I just love thinking about that.
Yeah.
And number theories.
Well, and music is
very mathematical. Yeah, it is
very, very much about math. It's math. Music is math, or math is music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's another thing that I find not only really fascinating, but not to do a terrible dad joke or pun. When they it does ring true. The concept that
rings true, Donna. I love it. Beautiful. We love a pun. You don't go wrong with puns on this podcast. We need them.
We love a pun. We love a dad joke. We
love a dad joke. Yes, we do.
We do love a dad joke.
Donna, what's this?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a dead one of these. Listeners, you have to watch that to see that.
You have to watch the video for that one.
That's my only joke.
That was a visual.
That's a dad joke. Oh my goodness. That's really, I love that you taught me that about the Hebrew Bible. I mean, letters. I did not know that their letters were like that. So cool, man. I'll have to read some about that. So I guess at this point, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. They've stuck with us for 11 seasons, or no, mostly 11 seasons. I think they were with us in the first season. Maybe the second season, we started the second season with Everclear because we started interviewing the advisors. So Everclear, we love you. Everclear is an advice app and website where you can get advice from psychics and empaths so you can get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. And I'm an advisor on Everclear under the name Lisa Rusczyk. And I usually log in from 12 to 2 Central Time pretty universally.
And I've had a lot of trouble keeping to my schedule, but I am also on Everclear under my name, Donna Murphy. And I am posted for early morning on my schedule, but that's been kind of iffy. I'm trying to kind of get myself back into a good routine, but early morning, I would say around 7 o'clock or 7:30 Central Time.
Yeah, it's interesting to work for yourself. You have to kind of navigate your time and your energy, and everyone thinks you don't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everyone thinks you're just sitting at home going, where's my phone? Where's my phone ringing? Why ain't anybody calling me? No, we're working.
No, if you work, anybody,
but we do stuff when we sit. I usually do cards or, work on something else sometimes, or I do housework, or if I don't have any calls coming.
But anybody who works at home, the assumption is that they're available because they're home.
So frustrating.
I'm talking about people who have corporate jobs but work at home.
Yes.
The expectation of other people, not the business, but other people is that, well, you're home, so you're available.
Can you go do laundry for me real quick?
Yeah. It's like well, no,
you do the dishes?
Probably not. Yeah.
You can watch TV when you want. Oh my gosh, it's funny. Okay, listeners, we love you too. We love you. Not just Everclear. We love you. Lana, you love listeners.
I love our listeners and watchers, and I hope that you will join us frequently, always, every single episode this season. But we definitely love you being with us, because what we do for you. So we really do want to see you join us as much as possible and go on our journey with us, with our guests this year, and with the stuff that we'll be exploring, because occasionally we'll do what Lisa and I are doing today and just go over it. Yeah, I know they're having a time.
The cats are having a cat fight. I gotta show.
Yeah, they're having a time.
They know they're being watched. Oh, they know it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Donna. It was just too much.
but again, we're going to have great guests. We often will do, or we will do podcasts like this where it's just Lisa and I talking. We've got the lives every Sunday at 6:00 Eastern US.
So Central. What did
Eastern. I say?
You said Eastern.
Oh gosh,
Central Time.
Yes, absolutely Central Time. 6:00 Central Time US. Where we will do free mini readings, and we also do pick a card, so you get some guidance for the week coming up. But yeah, there's plenty of ways that you can join us and be a part of this wonderful thing called We're All Psychic.
Thank you.
That's
Donna.
what we want you to do.
We do want you to be a part of it, other than just listening and watching. If you want to comment, ask any questions, and we have a place on the YouTube channel where you can drop topic, ideas. And like Donna said, we want you to play your We're All Psychic on repeat, man. We got 500 episodes if you haven't listened. And you can listen to We're All Psychic as much as I listen to Fish on the YouTube music app, and we'll be good. We'll get the word out.
We'll get the word out.
I listen to that fish thing. I have like in the top 0.1% of like Fish fans on the music. They have their own app, so not everybody listens to YouTube on Fish. Right. Anyway, but and with that, listeners and watchers, listen to some Fish jam.
Yeah,
have a good time this day, and may you calculate your numbers well. And enjoy your learning this season of season 11, and we will see you at our next episode this week, probably with Carol, right? Next
starting Tuesday with Carol. Yep, and Carol will be back to do her little her little brief look at all, right, but a brief look at, typically it's how it relates to all signs, different things that relate to all signs. And then once a month for us, which we just dropped the one for August, she will once a month do a a forecast, a zodiac, astrological forecast for all 12 signs. So yeah, Carol Starr is a star, and we love having her join us this way. And she is going to be with us every Tuesday. So
yes, and her series is called Stargazing, so you can look for that. And we have a picture of her on there, so you see her face.
Yeah, you'll know it's her. You'll know it's her. You'll know when you click the watch button. Yep.
Yes, you'll know it's Carol. And listeners and watchers, have a great time wherever you may be this moment. And love you. Donna loves you. Everclear loves you.
We do. We love you very much.
I'm going to be so bold as to say there's a God, he or she or it loves you.
He loves you too.
I don't know what God is or does, but I think they love you. Yes. Y'all have a great time. Peace out.
Take care. Bye-bye for now.